My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart. Watch the other times heart pops up here. For they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart. And then you will, what? Win favour and a good name in the sight of God and humankind. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Are we still going up here? Yes, we are. That's good. And lean not on your own understanding. But that's the way I've always done it. Well, stop it. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. I'm still going. Stay with me. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. And I think you all want health to your body and nourishment to your bones. I've got to go and have some surgery on my shoulder bone. They've got to grind a nodule off the bone. I want good bones. I want the good bones without the surgery, but in this case I've got to go and have the surgery. My doctor said, "Well, to be honest with you, you're coming under the knife." I didn't like him. So I came back to the office and I was telling Mandy. She said, "Oh, my husband said that, there's no knife." I said, "Good, thank you, Dr. Austin, tell me more." So I'm sticking with her, as long as she's not using the knife. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean on your, in all your ways submit to Him, He will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honour the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. I don't know if you've got vats, but it's talking about prosperity. It's talking about the fact that what you sow, you will reap. So the key words here are favour and a good name. Would you all say it with me? Favour and a good name. Let's explore some key points that arise from Proverbs 3 that will help us to find out how to win that favour and a good name, and then look at the value of it. So number one, keep God's commands in your heart. In your heart. Your heart is the seat of your emotions and your decision making. See, this is where we get sidetracked. We feel for something or other. And we've got to keep God's commands in our hearts, the seat of our emotions and our decision making. First one. Second one, bind love and faithfulness around your neck and write them on your heart. That's the second one. It is said, I've heard this said, and you may well have as well, that you will change and grow according to the books you read, the people that you meet, and the conferences and the seminars you attend. That's not true. I want to say you change and grow according to the degree that you take to heart and put into practice what you hear and discern in those various forums. And you can go to all the conferences and all the seminars under the sun and never be changed because you have your fancy tickled by it, but nothing changes. That's what you take to heart. That's what you take to heart. Thirdly, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Proverbs 3:5. So, not half-hearted, not a divided heart, but fully devoted in all your heart. You'll be single-minded, focused on this. You're going to go where God says, so trust in the Lord with all your heart. You're not going to drive off that side or that side. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Proverbs 3:7, number 4. Fear the Lord and shun evil. Number 5, Proverbs 3:9. Honour the Lord with your wealth, and then your barns will be filled to overflowing, if you've got a barn. It's talking about just prosperity. And see, this is a hard issue too. You know why this is a hard issue? Because, see, we're talking about wealth. And Matthew 6:21 says, where your treasure is, there will be your heart also. So it's a hard issue. And I just want to share some of my heart with you this morning. It's in your newsletter. And see, it's Earthas time. All the staff, at this time of the year we do CPI salary increases, and so all the staff are singing Happy Earthas because everyone's got a pay rise, which they get every year. Now with those pay rises, and it's all explained here in your newsletter, and taking on one new staff member with effect the 2nd of August, and a new Westpac loan for the upcoming building project, which isn't that far away now, that increased our weekly expenditure. And we've been on this and very creative. When you look at here, you think, because the new lot's on here, you think, wow, they didn't increase much. That's because we've been creative, see? We've generated income through facilities hire. These buildings are used pretty well every day of the week. If we're not using them, we hire them out to someone else and they're paying us to use them. We've been able to reduce expenses in a number of areas due to careful and wise stewardship, this says. And so, and we have. So I had a guy ring us a couple of weeks ago and he said, I want to give you a new photocopy deal. And I'm going to save you $167 a month. So, wanted to make sure they could do all what our current one does, and it pretty well could. So then I had to ring up the current one to see if we could get out of that deal. And he said, who is this guy? I can do you a better deal than he can. And so he's given us a deal on 5,000 free colour prints, as well as saving us 100 and whatever a month. And so we're onto these things. You understand what I'm saying here? Our finance officer is working on these things and crunching the numbers. And so we say, as the new financial year begins, we want to encourage you to consider raising your weekly giving by a few bucks in order for us to continue to do ministry with excellence for God and the expansion of His kingdom. So Lara and I, my wife Lara and I, we're looking. I'm getting a pay increase. Last year I refused to take it from the church, but the pressure's on me. We've got to take it this year, and what am I to do? Give it all back to church. We'll give a fair whack back, and I will. When I go to my tax consultant, I will get a refund. Some of you will, some of you won't. Some of you will be sad. I'll be happy, and I'm going to bless the church with it. And I encourage you to do the same. So that's what I'm saying. You know, if all of us gave $3 or $4 a week more, whatever our increase is, we would romp it in and we'd be so blessed. So this says, honour the Lord with your wealth. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing. Matthew 6:21, where your treasure is, there will be your heart also. My heart is for God and for what He's doing through this church. So there we go. 5 heart issues that, when applied, will enable us to win favour and a good name. Let me just give them to you again. Number 1, God's commands in your heart. Number 2, love and faithfulness in your heart. Number 3, trust the Lord with all your heart. Number 4, fear the Lord and shun evil wholeheartedly. Number 5, honour the Lord with your wealth. Where your treasure is, there will be your heart. So be intentional about these and you will win favour and a good name. Now here's the value of the favour and a good name. Proverbs 22 verse 1. A good name is more desirable than great riches. Wow. Proverbs 3:4. Favour and a good name in the sight of God and humankind. Now, someone said this way, and I think this may illustrate it and help you and bless you this morning. Someone said, character is the reality. Reputation, or the name, a good name, is the shadow. So character is what you really are. I'm not talking about the fact that some of you are really characters, and you are. I'm talking about character, integrity and those kind of things.